What's up everyone, it's Jambors, new video, and today I'm going to talk about revamped version of Aiko's Pedestal, who's representing Czech Republic, Czechia, at Eurovision 2024 in Malmö. Let's talk! Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm very glad you're here. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, buy me a coffee, comment in the comments below, and more likely let me say something before I will start to watching this new music video, prolonged song, revamped. I'm very curious. I saw some Instagram post where some YouTubers were able to comment on this in advance and the reactions were crazily good. I honestly think that the problem of the song never was the song itself actually. I kind of think there were two things why Czech Republic is now low in the odds, and maybe probably it will change. The first reason is that there was national selection. There were some songs, fans backed some of those songs differently, and then this live performance. But you know what? I think the situation changed. There was so much time to practice, to learn, to teach, and also to maybe find a new melody, to find a new something about the song, which never was bad actually. Actually, for me, it probably belonged to my top 10 songs this year at Eurovision, whatever it means. And the reason is also that it's a different song than a lot of rest. It doesn't go ethnical, it doesn't go funny, it's not a ballad. It's like a rockish song from 2000, and for me somehow it's still like this Avril Lavigne vibe. I don't know what the prolonging will make with the song, let's find out together. But I would say that it at some point could be risky because we saw the live performance. At some other point is that the artists probably know better than me what to do with the song and why they want to spend more time on the stage, because of course this comes with a challenge to fill all those 3 minutes properly. And if Aiko has a chance in the second semifinal to qualify, of course, I did this crazy video with the statistics where the chances in general for Czech Republic aren't really that great, but it's just statistics talking. It can be changed because of the performance will be incredible, and I think this year more than any other previous year the staging matter much more than the perfect performance of the artist vocally, because there are no juries and it's more about how to make you stand out, and you already have the song. But let's see what this song change brings, and if the chances of Aiko, just based on my very subjective feelings, can differ for better. Let's do this. Okay, let's watch it. I'm very curious, not super much about the music video itself, because I'm not really too much into messaging and so on, but really about the song. I will need to play the first version to find a difference, because now it feels the same, of course. Some lyrical change because of the harsh word. Oh, the pedestal. It's a little bit different tone, right? It's more... She's more structured, more hidden vocally in the song. Like, I still cannot say the difference. I will need to really compare. I still like it, come on. It's very anthemic at some point because it feels like she's using Amplion, to but it has tempo. I like this. What I like on the song. It's really rockish, you know. Ah, this is new. Okay, the scene. Ah, okay, it's like the intermezzo in the 3-minute song. This is a cool idea. So completely change of the rhythm. It's more like a fight behind. This is the message, but it's so clear that you cannot avoid it. Definitely it's a nice change, and I think also it gives her a time to calm down a little bit, to explode. And that it doesn't feel 3 minutes, which is also good, because I'm not even sure it is, but it probably is. Okay. Okay, I didn't expect I will be like over the moon, like wow, the complete change of the song or something like this. That didn't happen, but there is this really nice moment of calm down and be more like, okay, this is actually what I want to tell you with the song, which I think somehow it's really good. And as I said, like I'm not the message guys in the song, like I need to listen to it and I like it or not, and that's it, you know, musically. Which this is the thing, the change, it's made aggressively but good way, because everything goes to fade out, and now then she like tells you what she really thinks, and then she explodes again. I don't know, it's a completely different change. It's something else, something new. It can really help her, and it can help the staging to add some edge, you know, something new, something different, some calm down. So this can this burn into your mind? It's not an issue, but the song is from very first second basically to the end. If I just count off those 20-30 seconds, maybe 20 probably, if I count it off, it's extremely energetic, over the top, you know. It's like here is the level, and then it jumps in here, which is the contra change. So the song don't rise, it's still the same, a little bit issue with the song, just with this, which will like, oh, what's happened? Now I'm making again, I'm listening to it. I like it. I think this is a good revamp, because it didn't change anything in the song in the way that I would be listening a new song with a little bit different melody or different, you know, stuff. It's just at some point, maybe, you know, they can tell you more, but telling you more, but it's this moment which a little bit kills the tempo, but in a kind of good way, because then you start, that may be the moment where you start listening again. And if this stage-wise will be done very filmic, very dynamic, but also very well pronounced, that can be a good thing. Like definitely it didn't go backwards, it can only help, and this is my conclusion from it. I liked it. I would replace the original version with this version, still in my top 10 100%. And what's gonna happen in semi-final and live performance, this is another story, and also the story I described in my video, which is about which country can qualify based on data. So by data, I think this song, it won't be exceptionally done, will struggle, not struggle, but will fight for, let's say, 7, 8, 9, 10 place, more likely 8, 9, 10th place, with the other countries who are on the verge, because so many countries probably will give points to each other, and the bunch of points which those songs are fighting for is just lesser. But anything can happen, and I'm very curious what you're gonna say about this in the comments below. Also, I would recommend to listen Eurotrip. I think in last 4 Eurotrips, Aiko is present, and it's very nice to hear her approach to Eurovision, how seriously she takes it. All the team takes it very seriously. They have the biggest team probably ever before, and also they do maximum for Aiko and Czechia to qualify 3 times in a row, which would be for the first time in the country's history, which would be a great achievement, you know. So let's, fingers crossed, and let's wait for the live performing, because I think in 4 months you can do a lot, and you can be very clever about it also, which I think this change can support. And that's it. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to like the video, share the video, buy me a coffee, and see you next time. Bye. Loving me more.